Hi there, welcome to Hot Stocks right here on 89, the Mumbai News Center.
Morning Tanveer, morning viewers, I'm Neeraj, and the market isn't looking that great. In fact, the advanced decline ratio firmly in favor of the declines. Again, like yesterday, the headline number may not show a deep gash, but the banking stocks, some of the weaker hands will probably show you the face of the market right now is not looking very pretty. Just a couple of 2 or 3 stocks which have been active in today's session and bring up them based on news, of course. HCL Info, for example, that's probably the star performer in today's session, up 15 or 16%, 17.5%. The media reports, of course, about how Lenovo may buy out the promoter's stake of HCL Info at a premium of 25% or to a price of 36 or 38 that it was ruling at. Mind you, this is speculative, in all probability, not true. Of course, both the sides may come out with a statement later on in the day as well. So this is what we learned. But the stock abuzz on that piece of news. That aside, Federal Bank is the other one, wherein 5% of equity has changed hands at 405, 406, and that's resulted in the stock being a bit subdued in trade. Last but not the least, the T2T inclusions, and all of them taking a beating. Marquee run-ups seen in some of these stocks, the likes of Wokhard, or for that matter, even in SKS Microfinance. These stocks have run up quite a bit. But in today's session, after they have been included in T2T or will be included in T2T, are taking a bit of a beating, 11% off for SKS Micro in today's session.
That's a quick perspective in terms of stock-specific activity this morning, but highlight some important brokerage calls as well. Nomura maintains a neutral rating on Wipro with a price target of 370 rupees per share. Brokerage believes that deal closures remain key for stock price performance. Nomura sees near-term margin pressures due to wage hikes. Citi, in the meanwhile, maintains a buy rating on Aurobindo Pharma with a price target set at 160 rupees a share. Brokerage believes growth catalysts are in place, but execution needs to improve in order to drive a sustained re-rating. Ramp up in U.S. revenues should drive growth in margins. Citi says valuations are attractive and should provide support to the stock. All right, let's also get a quick perspective on what dealers are recommending this morning. Then Yatin joins in. Yatin and Gargi join with a quick perspective. Yatin, come to you first. What are you picking up from your sources?
Well, Tanveer, one stock to watch out for is Power Finance Corporation, PFC, and what we learned from the dealing rooms is that the rating agency, CRISIL, has downgraded a company called Haryana Power Generation to default rating, and PFC being a lender, majority lender to Haryana Power Generation Company, that would have some serious implications as far as asset quality is concerned, and that is one big area of concern is what most of the BFSI analysts are pointing out at PFC. Currently the stock is trading at the day's low, and dealers are anticipating, given the kind of total loan exposure most of the banking and financial services companies have to this particular generation company, there could be some serious issue as far as asset quality is concerned going forward, because the default rating is what will not be tolerated by any of the analysts, and there could be some near-term valuation concerns on building upon PFC. Also, we have SKS Microfinance and Wokhard. Both of these companies are included in the T2T, and we are seeing some bit of profit booking coming in there post the T2T inclusion by the Bombay Stock Exchange. Also, today Citi has cut the target price on SKS Microfinance from 155 to 107, and citing some bit of valuation concerns and business challenges that the company could face in the near term. So, Citi downgrade is also doing its bit of impact apart from the T2T inclusion that we have seen for SKS Microfinance. And Pletico Pharma and SKNL, both of these stocks have corrected nearly over 50% in the last one or two months kind of a time frame, and dealers are anticipating, after there were pledge concerns and there was margin call triggers, there could be some bounce back seen as far as both of these stocks are concerned. Pletico is up good 7.5%, and SKNL has been falling since the level of 35, and dealers are anticipating that there could be some near term bounce back as far as ESCO margin is also concerned.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Yatin. So watch out for some of those stocks. Gargi, what is it that your sources are telling you?
Well, Neeraj, reiterating Federal Bank and the dealers that we spoke to recommend that one should still go ahead and buy Federal Bank, considering valuations look good. If you compare an FY13 price to book value, it's trading at 1.2 times. That's much better versus the smaller banks, the peers that they have. Clearly on that front, a buy recommendation coming in. Asset quality also showing consistent improvement, and operational performance is on track. So we had some institutional notes coming in the research notes coming in the morning. They also recommending a buy on Federal Bank. So keep an eye out on that stock. JSPL, and reiterating this stock too, we've seen a very sharp decline post the CAG coal report coming in, but Morgan Stanley going ahead giving a buy call on that one, expecting that the stock will rise from the 52-week lows that it's declined to, and they expect that with the country performance in the next 60 days, we may actually see an improvement in the stock. Currently still reeling under pressure, 4% decline on that one. Wipro, on the other hand, a technical buy recommendation coming in. Dealers expecting that stock to touch 375 levels in the next 7 to 8 trading sessions. In fact, at any lower level for Wipro, we usually see very strong buying coming in. So dealers anticipate a better move coming in for Wipro in the next few sessions.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Yatin, as well as Gargi. So those are some stocks to watch out for. Dealing rooms strongly recommend that. I think the concern for the markets over the last couple of days has been the banking space and the way some of the stocks have crumbled, large ones as well as mid-sized ones, particularly the mid-sized ones. If you look at the Bank Nifty futures, they may have recovered a little bit from the lows of the day, but still not out of the woods. Mind you, some key technical levels as well, if broken, may take the Bank Nifty much lower. Look at some individual components, for example, the likes of a Dena Bank and Axis Bank, even large ones like Axis, ICICI, or a PNB in particular. I think the PSUs are the one which have got the biggest drubbing in the last few sessions, and that's probably an area of concern for the Bank Nifty at large, because that has been dragged down quite a bit in the last few sessions. Of course, metals topped the chart in today's losers, so Sterlite, JSPL and Sesagoa amongst the top losers. Add to that a Tata Steel as well. But mind you, banking is not far behind. IDFC, Axis Bank, a couple of tops or losers, coupled with Bharti Airtel, which has crumbled under pressure as well. A handful of gainers, if at all, with Tata Power, Infi and TCS, a couple of them, which have done okay for themselves in today's trade.
Yes, that's a quick run through of the key performers in today's session. We'll take a short break. On that note, when we come back, touch base, hopefully with the management of SBI and Prateek Chaudhary, and also get you a quick perspective on some of the important sectors, particularly power.